Hi, y'all. Since I was on the subject of rose smells and rose perfumes and rosy colors, I thought in cosmetics, I thought I'd get into the rose perfumes, and I've got several favorites, and I've got some stuff that that are not rose centered, but they're not good products. I won't say anything about the sellers because the sellers are actually quite nice. They're very courteous, they're very helpful, and they're very quick. But the products aren't that great. And one of those is the Fabled Fragrances. I'm not sure what is going on with these fragrances, but they don't smell anything like what the fragrance list tells you they're supposed to smell like. I will immediately tell you if something smells good or not. If it will smell good on me or not. I know which scents will smell good on me. I know rose and dragon's blood, vetiver, musky smells smell fine on me, and my hair's doing funky things. But too musky can get really terrible. And what I mean by too musky, I mean like manly musk stuff. That's not going to smell good on me, and I know that. But I do have a few male scents, simply because they actually smell really good. I just sit there and go, oh, if I was next to a guy that smelled like this, I'd be sniffing on him the entire day. One of those is actually the Superman fragrance, and if you ever smell this, it smells divine. It's a really good male scent. Fabled fragrances. The Jack Frost doesn't smell like mint, or I should say, it smells very faintly of mint and very bad wood. The Wyvern scent has dragon's blood and freesia in it, and you can't tell it has dragon's blood in there at all. It just smells like freesia. And the Ishtar one. The Ishtar one is very similar to another one that I have ordered called Ishtar Gate. But Ishtar's Gate actually smells like the fragrance list that it contains, that it has in it. Ishtar does not. It has rose, lotus, vetiver, and sandalwood. And it smells like nothing like that. It smells like very, very nasty smelling wood. Like the kind of wood that you immediately take a sniff of and you just like, yeah, that's for keeping the moths away. That's what it smells like. It's almost mothball, just repellent. The lady's nice. I really like her. She was very nice to me. Her service was very quick. But her fragrances are not good. They also don't last very long either, which is a blessing. Another one that's on Etsy that I don't have the samples with me. She does inspired perfume. She does perfumes inspired by historical figures and mythological things like the Holy Grail and whatever. Not the Holy Grail, but the Camelot stuff. She had one that was inspired by Joan of Arc. And it smells good. You can smell the complexity in it, but it doesn't last long. And I'm pretty sure the only reason that she does these is for anointing, which, of course, it wouldn't last long for, which is fine. I just like, if this is an actual perfume, this would not be a good perfume to get. It would only last about an hour, and that's not good. Especially not for the price she's asking for. I know you're asking for the price that it would take to give you a profit from the materials that you're using, but that's too much. Another one that is on Etsy that sadly is not that great with some of them. I won't say all of her stuff, but she was very nice. The Brienne perfume is supposed to be a very complex smell, light and complex. All I smell is leather, and that's just from the bottle. When it warms up on the skin, it still smells like just leather, and maybe something slightly of floral. Now, given that it's Brienne of Tarth, that's par for course, but the fragrance list actually had a whole lot of other things put into it, and I smell none of that. The others, the Venom one, which is the Sand Snake inspired one from Game of Thrones as well, it smells spicy in the bottle, and it smells very good on the body. The Daenerys one also smells really good too, but it's weirdly milky looking. Now on to the good stuff. There is a local seller that goes to the Sherwood Forest Fair, and I am always at his little shop over there, checking out what he's got. And I love his Dragon's Blood perfume, but I also love his Rose Sweet. This is very sweet, very rosy, very good. Another Etsy seller that I like is the one that sold me this one. She sold me the Violet Oil that I also have. Both are excellent. Both are very good. This is actually very close to the Yardley Rose perfume that I used to have. I'm not sure what happened to it. It disappeared. It was quite sweet and rosy, but it wasn't as sweet and rosy as this is. The Bouquet de la Impératrice by LBCC Historical Cosmetics and Apothecary is also really good. It smells more jasmine than rose and more musky than rose, but it's still really good. It doesn't last nearly as long as I'd like, but it's actually really good. And this was a limited edition perfume that was inspired by the Empress Josephine for a Regency reenactment festival or something like that. And she brought it back. So, woo! Really good. But my favorite of the Etsy sellers so far is the Deep Midnight perfumes. This is bar none the best. Well, next to this, of course. This is really good. I mean, really, really good. Lasts a long time. So does this. This lasts a long time, and this is the Sangreal. Excellent. Black and red roses mixed with resins, woods, and dragon's blood. You can smell all of that in there. It is so delicious. And so is the rest of her stuff. I've got a bunch of samples here because I ordered a bunch of samples. It's very quick and cheap to get the samples. So if you're just really curious about what something smells like, get the sample size. Ishtar Gate is a new favorite next to the Sangreal. I already ordered one of this. This one has that rose smell in there, but it's not nearly as strong as in the Sangreal. This one smells more resiny and musky and has more of a Middle Eastern kind of scent to it. You know what I mean when I say Middle Eastern. You smell Middle Eastern smells, Middle Eastern perfumes. They have a very strong, distinctive smell to them, and it's slightly musky kind of smell to it. Many of them do, and it is that kind of smell, and I love that. A lot of Deep Midnight perfumes, they all come in these little pouches. They're very good. So those are my rosy choices and a review on a few unfortunate souls. Have a good day. Love everyone.